Hi there, hello there, my name is Craft, and today I will be ranking all the copper blocks in Minecraft. Now, copper has been one of the best materials to be introduced to Minecraft since diorite, and I've enjoyed building with all the copper block variants, and I just love how copper looks in pretty much every build I've added it in. So I decided to go ahead and rank all the different blocks in the game as of update 1.21, since there are quite a selection of blocks to rank nowadays. So with all that said, let's jump into the mines that is this ranking. Alrighty, so here we have the copper block. This one's actually really good. I love using this one. This one's like a solid A tier, like high A, because I do like some of the other blocks on here, but it is like a really good one. Now we have exposed copper. This one not so much. I feel like it's like a little bit more tan looking. It's kind of hard for me to like figure out what to use it for. So this one's kind of a B tier. Now this one, weathered copper. You guys already saw New Creeper City. You guys know I love this block. This one for me is an S tier. Oxidized copper. This one has like the same appeal as like the regular block of copper, because like it's just a solid green, you know? It's going in like a good A tier. Now we have cut copper. This one's also pretty good. A little bit more interesting with the textures since it is more detailed than normal copper. So this one's also going in A tier. Again, I love all these blocks, so you'll expect a lot of these to be high tier. Exposed cut copper. Now this one's actually pretty good too. More detailed than the other one, so this one's going to be higher than the normal one in B tier. Weathered cut copper. Oh my gosh, just now realizing these names are going to get longer. This one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. Not as good as like its normal counterpart. So this one's just going to be like in high A, below normal copper, but above the oxidized copper. I feel like that's fair. Oxidized cut copper. This one's pretty good too. Although, I don't know. I guess it's like in low A tier or maybe high B. I don't know. I guess it's just not as interesting as a more detailed version of the exposed copper. No, not oxidized. It's these names. Cut copper slab. Alrighty, so this one's actually pretty good. This one's above the normal cut copper because this is really the only slab that exists. I wish they made like a slab of like the normal copper block. That would be way more useful. But this being the only slab available is actually pretty good. I might actually go ahead and rank them the same way that I did their regular counterparts. So, exposed cut copper slab, gonna go right here. Weathered cut copper slab is gonna go right about here. And then the oxidized cut copper slab is gonna go right here. Pretty good. Ooh, now we get to new blocks for the new update. The chiseled copper block. This one's really good for corner detailing, let me tell ya. Because whenever I'm building, it's kind of hard for me to add like those detailing with corners. But this block right here has been a godsend. This has been really cool. So I might go ahead and put it like in the middle of A tier because of just how nice it's been. Same things with these other ones. These ones just have like, it's just a really nice industrial feel with all these around. So for these next ones, the exposed, weathered, and oxidized, all will probably go in like low A tier, about in that same order. They're just really good. I really enjoy these. Oh, these ones too. Copper doors. Oh, I love that we now have metallic doors that function as normal doors. One of the biggest pet peeves that I have with the iron door is that it requires redstone to use. Although now with this, we don't need redstone. We don't need that middleman. We can just have nice metallic doors. So these are all definitely S tier, each and every one of them. Because they're just so nice. They're so useful, and I love them. And also, you can pretty much use them with any color building. It's not just copper. Something that I really do appreciate. So yeah, those are all S tier doors. This next one doesn't really have as many uses, does it? The lightning rod. This one, it's very, you have to be really outside the box with the creativity with this one. So it kind of, it's a very limiting sort of block. So this one's kind of going in C tier. Ooh, these next ones, the copper grate blocks. Mwah! Lovely. These are all S tiers. I just love all the new copper blocks that have been introduced in this update. They're all just so nice. So lovely. Like, I can just use them in pretty much anything. In my experimental mode video, I tested these out as like windows and they work pretty well too. And yeah, they just look amazing. Okay, now we're getting into the really long names. I'm gonna identify these next ones as waxed, just so you can see how long these names can go. First, we have waxed cut copper stairs. Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, I don't really design like triangular roofs with copper, I don't think. At least not at the moment, no. So for me personally, it just doesn't have that much of a use to me. But I do know it is a very like good block, akin to like the slabs. I feel like I would rank it like on the same tier as the A tier. Now we have waxed exposed cut copper stairs. And this one is not as good as the plain one. I realize that I've been putting a lot of these like exposed ones kind of in like low B because it's just not really like, it's a good metallic color, but I would prefer it to be like skewing towards a different color or just like the nice clean copper feel. So I guess this one can also go along with the rest. Below the slab in B tier, that's good. Waxed weathered cut copper stairs. This one's a nice lovely meme in the community, and I respect good memes. This one I feel like is more good for roofs than all the other stairs, which I feel like is really good. So this one's actually going in high A, above the normal copper. Congratulations. Wax oxidized cut copper stairs. Oh my gosh, who came up with these names? Why are they so long? Same thing with the weathered one. It's just like a nice roof block, you know? Or stairs, I should say. This one's going above the normal oxidized block because like these ones are just a little bit stronger in my opinion, you know? Alrighty, now we have some of the new copper bulbs. I decided to split them up between activated and deactivated since they have different vibes. So let's go ahead and start off with the deactivated ones. First we have the copper bulb normal. This one's also a pretty good corner block. Although it's not as good as the chiseled copper, I would say. Because it definitely is like a darker color block with the indentation. So it's like, it's very more so patterned. So this one goes like in, low A? High B? Mid B? Mid B, yeah. The exposed copper bulb. This one's going in low B, actually. It's kind of on the same level as the rest of it in its family. Weathered copper bulbs. This one I've actually had a chance to test out with the new Creeper City. It actually does, like, it's a really good detail block, you know? Its indentions are a little bit more muted than the other ones, you know? So I'll go ahead and move it up to, like, above the other chiseled blocks, you know? I feel like that's a fair place to put it. Exposed copper bulb. This one though, this one kind of suffers the same sort of contrast. Like, it's a little bit too dark of detailing, so I don't know, this one's kind of going in the about right here, since it is like a more colorful sort of thing, while this one's just kind of muted. So alright, now we have the activated ones, which are really nice. They just have like a nice warm mechanical sort of vibe, which I really do appreciate. Let's start with the normal copper bulb. Wow. This one's actually pretty good. I'd put it like above the chiseled copper because it's just like a nice, warm, light bulb. I don't know how else to describe it. But what I really love about all these bulbs is that they have different light levels to reflect how aged they are. So that's what I really love. Which actually makes this exposed copper bulb go alongside the other one in A tier. Like, I really like it. Weathered copper bulb, this one's an S tier. It's just the perfect tone, you know? Like, it still has light level, but it's just a nice, dull, warm, like, let me just consider it like this. It's like mood lighting. I feel like it really works well with that, so going in S tier. The oxidized copper bulb, I feel like it's fair that I put it with the other ones because it's good, But I feel like it kind of it goes a little bit over the edge of what I described with the weathered copper bulb, and it just like takes a little bit too far, and it's too dark, too dim. I don't know. It's just a little bit too much for me. Now, these next entries are rather interesting because this is how the copper block was supposed to look like before they were officially added. So this is the beta copper block, which is a little bit brighter. It's actually the most brightest block on this list. Yes, including the copper bulbs. Like, take a look at the copper on these. I'll put this like on like low B because while it's good. It is good, I'll say that, but it doesn't really fit the vibe of the rest of the copper blocks, you know? This next one does, the beta exposed copper block. It actually does fit a little bit better with the other copper blocks. Like, it actually is like a nice middle ground between like the normal copper block and then the exposed copper block. I'll put it right here, like above these other ones in B tier. I feel like that's a good spot for it. The beta weathered copper block, this one's actually pretty good. I feel like it's a little bit higher than the other one because it's more in line with these other ones. Like, look at it. The color is just more in line with the oxidized version. Unlike the other actual oxidized block being way too bright. Like, it's definitely going for like a blue color. So this one's kind of going right at the end of the B tier. It's fine. Block of raw copper. I guess this one's kind of like C tier because, like, while it is nice, it is a very clustered texture, you know? Woohoo! Yay, we get to end on a high note. The trapdoor blocks, S tier, all the way down. These are all just nice blocks. Again, I cannot express to you enough how much I just love building with these blocks. And I am just so excited to try and integrate these into pretty much every project that I do moving forward. And that's my ranking. Thank you for watching. As usual, I'll leave a link to the tier list in the description so you can have your hand in ranking these blocks. The sub of the day is Veggie Delight, and I'm out of here.